Hey YouTube, today I will be showing you how to make this, which is a windscreen for your alcohol stove. You just put it right in there. It has just about a 4-inch diameter, about 3 3/4 inch. And best of all, it's made for 51 cents. Yeah, right there. There we go. I got all my supplies at the depot. One of my favorite places. I bought 4 of these. It turns out you just need 1. Alright, let's get to it. Supplies for this are simple. All you need is this and say 5-inch by 7-inch step flash. It's aluminum. I got it from Home Depot. It was on the far edge, like by the insulation and that kind of stuff over there. Yeah, 51 cents, great deal. That's the main reason why I got this. Tools: straight edge, Sharpie, 5/16 bit, scissors, heavy duty preferably, 2x4 hunk, PVC, not necessary but helpful, tape measure, and hammer. Alright, first step you're going to want to do is about 1/2 inch up. You're going to want to mark about every 3/4 of an inch. I find that's a pretty good number. And yeah, so pretty easy. It doesn't have to be exact unless you're one of those perfectionists. Yeah. Alright, fits pretty perfectly. You got about the same length on each side left over, and it leaves you with 2, 4, 6, 8. You got 8 holes, and this is only half of it, so it's pretty good. Now what you want to do is measure half. This is 5 inches wide, so 2.5 inches. Just mark in a couple spots and draw a line, because this is a line where you'll be cutting it in half. Just use that straight edge. I need a new Sharpie. This thing's getting old. It's close enough. Alright. Now we can drill these holes out with our 5/16 bit. Got all my holes drilled out. By the way, use glasses. Metal shards hurt very much when they get in your eye. Alright, next step. Take your scissors and just cut this bad boy in half. Try to get it as straight as possible. Be careful with this. It's pretty sharp. There we go. Alright, now we're going to want to take this half, line them up like so. A little bit off, it'll be alright. I like to put the sides that I did not cut, because they're both like perfectly flat. I like to put those on the bottom where the holes are. So just line them up and line them up good, and just draw a little dot in the center of each of the holes, so you can drill these out as well in the same places. You're going to want to do the same thing on the top as well, about the same distance. I like to offset mine from there just because I think it looks cooler. You want to do that on both halves. Alright, now I've got our 2 halves. Now I'm just going to take a minute to sand mine down, the sharp edges that we cut. Just give that a little go. And then these, because it's kind of like a cheese grater. It kind of hurts. do that on both of them. Your hands will thank you later. Alright, now take one of your halves, take the 2x4 block, and just line it up with this edge going over just a hair, like that. Then take your hammer and just kind of bend it over. And you can like stand it up on the edge of the table. And just finish it off. There we go. And then so you got something that looks like that now. Now I just stick it on the table and finish the job. Cause this stuff's pretty thin. It's pretty easy to bend with your bare hands. So you got something like that. And if you bent it over too far, you can just take like a spoon or something and just kind of get under there and wedge it open, or bend it open, excuse me. There you go. So now we're gonna tighten that up later, so it's okay. It was pretty loose now. Now do the same thing on the other side. I like to have both of them bent the same way on the same half. So the other half will be going the opposite way. I'll show you that in a minute. There we go. Alright, now we're going to take the back of the one that we haven't bent yet. So put it, the inside, what will be the inside of this. Inside up. And just do the same thing again. And then just hammer it down. Do a little bit extra. Bend it over. Get a nice little lip on there. It's a little bit big, but it'll be alright. Alright, now we're going to take two halves and hook them together. Now what I like to do is I like to hammer one of these down to make it nice and tight, so like pretty much stays together on its own. Now let's test out the other side. Yeah, there we go. I'll just tighten this up a little bit more. You don't want it to be pretty loose, just so you can hook it in and out. So now, just hook, whoops, slide the tighter side in, and just start to bend it. You want it pretty much in a circle. You can use the PVC for this, just kind of get a rounded edge. Alright, now I got it pretty more curved anyway. So now I'm going to test it out. Just hook these two together. There you go. And now I can just kind of form it into more of a circle rather than an egg. And there you go. I'd say it's done. So, one of the things you can do with this, since it is pretty wide, like I said, it's almost 4 inches in diameter. You can take some tent stakes. I just got some cheap little flimsy ones here, and just stick them through the top holes, like so. If your pot is going to be smaller than the diameter of this, and you don't have a stove that you can just set the pot down on, like this one. So that way, set it down. It's a good distance. It's pretty close. So you can just like make some coffee in the morning or whatever. I preferably don't like coffee, but it's one man's opinion. So that's about it. My next video, more than likely, will be a tutorial on this stove. It is my latest model. This one's kind of messy, but I'll be teaching you how to make another one. It's a side burner, so you can just set the pot right on top, and it's open. But yeah, I'll be telling you more about that next video. See you then. Bye.